From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the New England Patriots.
The kickoff for the Patriots.
2-1 loss team set to lace it up. This ought to be fun, and we're underway on EA Sports. Taken at the goal line. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. Still going past the 30. And he'll bring it back all the way. Touchdown, Miami. And that right there is how you silence the home crowd.
All week long in preparation, visiting teams talk about it. Okay, we've got to start fast. We've got to take the crowd out of it, as you just talked about there. We've got to control the ball early. And in this case, forget fast start. This is a blazing start. What they've talked about all week is their offensive unit doing that. Not necessarily the guys returning the opening kickoff, but believe me, they'll take this.
And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. They start on the ground with Elliott. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. But you look at this defense. They're slightly better than average against the run, number 14 in the NFL.
And this game, for them, is all about the line of scrimmage. Winning that battle, using their leverage, being the low man with power to take the offensive linemen and run them back into their own backfield and try and create some lost yardage plays.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Nowadays, quarterbacks don't mind throwing into coverage because of the confidence they have in their receivers to come down with the ball. But sometimes you have to be careful you don't get too confident and throw an interception.
On third down, Elliott. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on fourth down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Pulled in at the 24. That'll go as a 46-yard punt with a return of 7. And it'll be Dolphin football. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Now the rookie third-round pick, it's Devon Achane. And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll get this up to about the 42. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
From the 46-yard line, a 2nd down and 6. They fake the handoff. Now Tua. Short pass to Howard. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
From the 44-yard line, here's a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the Patriots 44-yard line.
Here's Tua. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And the Pats are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
Well, he talked a lot about erasing that loss last week, getting back in the win column. We'll see how he responds.
At the 36-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Jones. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. The corner blitz gets him that time as he goes down for a short loss.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback, 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you do in a big way. And what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Here's Bryce Behringer on now to punt.
Formation for the Patriots.
Fielded just inside the 20. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game. But I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice. But at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
Ball on the 30 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Here's the veteran. That's Jeff Wilson. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30. When you look at this Patriots defense, they find themselves just a couple of spots outside of the top 10 defending the pass, number 12 in the league.
And from analyzing them and talking with their defensive coordinator, we know they have a full playbook. So look for them to mix up coverages, pressure one play, fall back the next. They'll do a lot of different things trying to confuse the offense.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Dolphins first down.
2 and now on 1st down. He's going to let this one go deep. And this one is incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're one to the good. Go ahead and try a pressure advantage.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
And again, it's Tagovailoa. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 38-yard line. A give up the middle to Achane. And he is going to lose yardage here. Stuck for a loss by Christian Barmore.
A loss of 2 brings up 2nd and 12.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
At the end of the first quarter, with the score Dolphins 7, Patriots 0.
A small bit of adversity here on what's been a strong drive as they come up 2nd and 12. Again, it's Achane. And he'll go down at the 28. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
They'll try and pick it up on the ground with Wilson. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one.
Out to his left. His throw incomplete.
But nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Dolphins go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And it's now 14-0. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll wind up getting a couple extra yards here for his trouble to bringing it out of the end zone as he's down at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
People are getting paid. People are cashing checks. Here we go. Get time.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Still in the first half, but this offense has struggled. Haven't really been able to get anything going, not only in the points category, but in the yards category. We'll see if they can do better here on this drive. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Inside give to Elliott. Taking it right down Broadway. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
It's a gain of 16 yards. That's good for the Patriots.
A first down carry by Elliott. And he's across the 45. It'll be 2nd down. The Patriots had 0-1 on the year following the loss in the opener. And they were given a gift of 2 straight home games to start the campaign. Dropped one of them already. You have to figure a split of these 2 probably imperative.
And they did talk about that with us prior to the game, about how important it is to start the season 1-1, especially with 2 games at home. Because if you go 0-2...
And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a first down.
And they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And this complete to a man they went against in practice for years, Devontae Parker. And he's out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. 33 yards that time. Operating from the gun. Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
On second down, Elliott. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Jones looking to change the play. So the false start will back them up 5. And that flag accepted. A bad time for a false start penalty as they're backed up now for 3rd and goal. Operating from the gun. Jones looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
We don't see him miss too often. The ball could have slipped a little bit coming off his hand, and that's all it would take to send it high and out of bounds without a play.
And this is off the left upright, and it caroms in. Not the most convincing kick you'll see, but he got it to go. And they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. From the end zone, here comes Jalen Darden. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways, because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. Second and 9 now from the 21. Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to his running back, Wilson. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
I know it was a game, but you have to sense probably a little bit of disappointment there, because when it's out there in open space, I think they expect to get more out of a play, don't you?
Especially when you're getting it to your guy out of the backfield. You're expecting him to be able to create something, be a little more shifty.
Yeah, no doubt about it. Good open field tackling held it to an okay gain.
And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. And returning it, here's Hamler. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down.
First down. First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Back to throw. Jones. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1. Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
Now it's 2nd and 10. to throw again. Jones. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As his old brain remembers when I... Receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. They'll look to throw again. He gets it into the arms of Parker, complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Here's Bryce Behringer now. He'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. And this will be out of bounds, and they spot it at the 15-yard line. Not too bad. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with a 14-3 advantage already, we'll see how much they want to try to push things, if at all. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. And quickly, they get to the line. Tua wants to throw it on 2nd down. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over at that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Off of play action, Tagovailoa. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins 1st down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Are things looking much rosier for them here in week 2? They work with the lead as they've got it 1st and 10. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half. On 2nd down, a run by H.A. A little juke. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. That's it for the 1st half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. Ready for the 2nd half. 14-3 our score as we are back underway on EA Sports. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33.
At their own 33-yard line.
New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't give points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession. Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives. Try and slow things down a little bit. And that is well read there defensively. He was looking to use his speed to get the edge, but they said no way. That's the danger, Charles, of running plays like this for your wide receiver. They can hit big or they can be duds. Yeah, you're exactly right about that, because if they're forced to try and go around defenders behind the line of scrimmage, sometimes you can give yardage in order to gain it. But in this case, they gave yardage and didn't get it back. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Operating from the gun, Jones. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 43.
That's good for our Patriots. First and 10 at the 43-yard line.
In motion left goes a tight end. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. Down inside the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39, Jones. Throw finding Thornton over the middle. Call it a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. 10th carry now for Elliott. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. They keep on the ground with Elliott. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. They go to Elliott again. Oh, look at the juke. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27. They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on 3rd down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. So it's kind of more of the same offensively. This was a team needing to come out of this 3rd quarter with a little fire. Instead, they put the ball on the ground.
And you know that has to be the discussion at halftime because they're down 2 scores. We got to come out with a little bit more urgency than we had in the first half. Now that urgency falls on their defense because they can't fall down 3 scores and hope to come back and win this game.
Now 2nd and 9. They'll swing this complete out to Hill. And he showed off the athletic juke. Good little gain there. Not a whole lot of real estate, but a nice carry.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a 2-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
They'll run for it with A-Chain. Trying to barrel up in there, but I don't think he got it. No gain on the play there. Nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. That'll go as a punt of 42, 7 on the return. And they will take over 1st and 10. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, That is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Jones, he'll go up top here for Hamler. And that almost their first INT of the ball game. Had his sights on it, but he couldn't seal the deal.
Boy, that ball's just hanging up there waiting to be intercepted. That looked doomed from the start, but they took the deep shot anyway, and fortunately, it winds up incomplete.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to take another shot here.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kelvin Joseph.
And the Dolphins are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive.
These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. H.A. now up the middle, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that will be incomplete.
Had no command that time. They ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away.
Hamler now on the return.
7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Patriots take over.
At their own 42-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive.
Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12.
That's good for a Patriots first down. First and 10.
Now Jones. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Well, you admire anyone trying to pick up an additional couple of yards. They're just not worth it when you take shots like that. Quarterbacks have to stay in the game and stay on the field.
On 2nd down, it's Stevenson.
And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of 9 yards.
Throwing, Jones.
Looking for Fortin, and he's got him. Touchdown, New England.
A great play there. 29 yards.
And the Patriots have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
They'll try and throw for it.
Oh, into a sea of defenders had intercepted. It's Devin Lloyd with a pick.
And he takes it all the way back. It's a pick 2, if you will, as that play backfires in a big way.
So after the field goal, Ryland back out as he'll send this one away. Dard now going to bring this one out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Their lead back down to 1 score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he gets it here to right around the 24 before he's out of bounds.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1. A-chain here. They stay on the ground.
And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
It's a gain of 10. And a Dolphin first down.
A-chain gets it from the gun. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain. 2nd down.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Waddle, the motion man, right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass.
Pushing through the contact. Jalen Waddle. And he gets this all the way down to the Patriots' 34. A gain there of 30 big ones. So that about the shortest pass a quarterback can make, but it winds up going for a bundle.
Yeah, let's face it, in the stats, it sure looks like a heck of a throw, doesn't it? It's almost like in baseball when you get that little Texas leaguer that turns into a double. You would think that you hit it off the wall. Big-time play for him on a short little pass.
Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Braxton Berrios, his first touchdown of the new season.
And the Dolphins have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now up to 14. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone.
K.J. Hamler on the return. The Patriots take over 1st and 10.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And that last touchdown drive, a good mix of pass and run. Defensively, they just looked a little out of whack.
And it's so hard to stay up with an offense that has things going so well, where you're guessing and guessing wrong play after play. So what you need is someone on the defensive side of the ball
leader, right?
to make a big play.
Yeah.
Throw that balance out of whack. That's what you're looking for now. Not worrying so much about guessing what the play call is.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jones.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Jones. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Patriots with a football as we get you reset. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Gotta avoid the flags defensively. Here's 4th and long. Desperation time now. Here's Jones.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Nick Needham picks it off. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10. at the 16-yard line.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
That one looks like he'll throw here.
That'll be caught by Hill. Touchdown. Tyreek Hill. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Dolphins have put this one to bed here in the 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Jones throw here taken in by Gesicki.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
This 2nd and 4.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw.
That one complete to Parker.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. Jones on 1st and 10. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
This pass caught by Hamler. Touchdown, Patriots. K.J. Hamler.
34 yards.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by Ryland, up and good.
And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
Kyle Duggar up to make the tackle.
Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up.
And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
3rd down, here's H.A.
And this won't do it. He needed 6. He only got halfway there.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
So a victory here for the Miami Dolphins. And I'll tell you what, it has not been with a whole lot of frequency over the last couple of decades or so that teams have come into New England and escaped with a victory. But that's what happened here.
It almost doesn't feel real, does it?
We've seen it so few times.
That actually happened, right? We saw it. They came out of there with a win. And on the other side, in that locker room, you know what they're saying? we didn't really lose. Time just ran out on us. That's the attitude they have because they don't see it happen very often, not even sure how to handle it.
And you see some stunned faces heading for the exits here in New England.
So for Miami, they did what they needed to do. They split their first 2 road games of the year. And